Welcome to the Market Bull. Today I'm joined by Mark Sale, CEO from First Class Metals. Mark, it sounds like you've had a very busy 2022. Could you start by giving us a brief overview of what the work entailed and which parts of the property got you most excited?
Hi Sarah, yes, it's been incredibly busy and to be honest it's still ongoing. The guys are out there lake sediment sampling as we speak, but as far as North Hemlo is concerned, what excites me most about the property, obviously the Dead Otter Lake trend has been phenomenal, its resources. I mean, as Bruce McLaughlin said, 19 plus gramma, it's one of the highest grab samples recorded in the North Hemlo limb. So we're extremely excited about that. The fact that it's not a point sample, the fact that it's on a trend gives it even more, well, literally dimension. So that's really exciting. A lot of work yet to be done on that. Obviously, the excitement in the PESIM 2 joint venture area with palladium, that seems to just grow, and it looks like it could possibly grow off the joint venture area onto the 100% First Class Metals block. So that's an area that we will be focusing more on at the moment. And we've been up there, as I say, lake sediment sampling, so we're really excited to see what sort of results we get from that. The other emerging area of priority is the Fair Service, the Dotted Lake extension, partly because during the season we did get some very anomalous lake sediment samples from that area. So, and there's some interesting magnetics that we've seen from the mag survey we did last year. So that's shaping up to be a veritable target. And there are several other targets that we have now given let's just say increased emphasis to because of the magnetics work. So there's a lot yet to be done, but a really firm foundation for, I think, realistic optimism as what could come next.
Thank you. So the Dead Otter Lake trend sounds very interesting. What in particular makes these new showings important, and how does this fit into the regional picture?
That's an excellent question, one I might even have thought myself. But why is it important? Because it is a trend. It's not a point sample. We need to do more work on it to infill along it, but it's over 3 kilometers with multi-gram gold values at both ends and in places along it, and with other element anomalism. The Dead Otter Lake historic showing had nearly 0.5% molybdenum in it, which is increasingly important, we're finding, in our exploration as a pathfinder, because of course Hemlo has anomalous molybdenum in it too. The Dead Otter Lake trend as well, it seems to be in part hugging the sheared contact of the batholith. So again, we're pulling structure into this. So it's got dimension, it's got it's got the structure, it's got the gold samples, it's got the pathfinder features as well. But there's another aspect to it that I'm finding increasingly important, and well, I think it could be important, and something we've got to exploit going further is these sub-parallel arcuate trends, one of which intersects the Dead Otter trend. So there could be a lot more yet to be discovered in that area, apart from just, as I say, defining the Dead Otter Lake trend itself.
Fantastic, thank you. So can you tell us what plans do you now have to develop this new discovered trend, and when is this likely to happen?
As I speak, we are refining the draft exploration permit application, which obviously we need to submit to the government, but it's been First Class Metals policy and it's one I totally support. But we go to the First Nations first to discuss any invasive exploration before they get it from the Crown. So we're in discussions with the relevant First Nations, the prime one being Netmazagami, in order that we can progress our exploration permit. So once that's passed, the next stage would probably be some trenching, stripping, and hopefully a short drill program. I think it's important to note that our current funding would allow us to continue our activities, including a modest drill program without raising money. But as we know, exploration companies burn money and have to raise money. But yes, we will be advancing the exploration on the Dead Otter trend in parallel with other areas at North Hemlo.
Thank you. So we noticed excellent gold results from the Enable property earlier this month, and you've reported excellent progress on North Hemlo. You seem to be in a very news-rich period at the moment. Can you tell us what we can expect from the coming months from First Class Metals?
Yes, there is a news flow coming. We've now received almost all the assays back from last year's field season. So there will be news releases coming on the other properties, and when we have all the soil samples from ESSA, we'll be putting that together and putting news release out on that. We've just completed a low-level helicopter EM survey of the Sugar Cube property. So that will be being processed and interpreted, so there will be news coming from that. And we're in the process of completing a deep dive on the historical data for Sunbeam. So again, I'm sure there will be some newsworthy revelations coming out of that. And of course, in the background, I'm still trying to finalise the negotiation on the hard rock VM property. So there's a plethora of news in the pipeline coming out, apart from hopefully some anomalous lake sediment samples coming in the future. So lots to be talked about.
Thank you, Mark. Finally, before you go, I hear you're off to Vancouver this weekend. Can you tell us more about that, please?
Yes, we're sharing a booth at the Cambridge Investment Seminar in Vancouver, 2 days, 29th and 30th of the month, with Emerald Geological Services as the people who do all the contracting work for us. So I think it's going to be an exciting couple of days to actually put the rocks in the shop window, shall we say, for people to come and see.
Mark Sale from First Class Metals, thank you so much for your time today, and we'll look forward to speaking again soon.